pa emfa ema Ivan J innocent is seated na enche ye discussion no abeshishe so na bibia nso kama on 054182 5106 054182 5106 na yenjibre na bibia nso anya kama pa na watwi yimu ni dominate nyina ni ya maami Sicilia da pa ebi se sika no aya ni bra bia wawu anu ni sika ebi nso sa aya sani nu ebi sika obi nso sa aya nso abode na anu na Ivan bi sa asase we
not cry na wu na ye na year ebenya $1 million as insabo such nonsense otum focus o china o ye konfa not ye ye fufuro asante fo nyina ma bo nsa na wa prefre voted enough obia ye wi ebenya $1 million such nonsense. And you have people wearing titles honorable doctor sitting on TV talking nonsense.
Right, Jonathan Santiotri, you ma ko ba di wa unto fam so. Now we come to say na mami asamo na yenyaga West MC tirasa enso abodi sika no afenso ya papa ye nua journalist ba ko papa ya okoto bronya bread mu asa Christmas tree Paul Adumochi so say ohwe a sika no ya ni bre bi a wawu ni age ni 60 years and a white giant aye wuja de sasem no wate
what you know
right enti me na wate ni nyina Ghana foti o mete o kapa na ya samu app because ayam komo ye dia na watwi nyina mo no ene ye fiada ye obi be se ye bu akire asasem hu ne sei
last time I was saying, my main chair, yeah, and I let you my power, did about and it can be a mom. I think,
Master, what position we at Kraman?
But
okay,
in a bonfire, same said, that is say, I'll tell some part on the jail. And it's a soldier for Aji, a mine, a fat. Domestic politics, you know. Any acquire politicians, and first say a mind speaker. Maybe I'm for so.
I want to Niger Asamia.
I say, Abia domestically, and somebody uncle so our mind, and I'm a soldier for a take over. A bobo, a bank, then it will come out as a boom, and then unfortunately no to me unquality. It does not mean that the soldiers have what the right to do what they have done. But I guess to a point, if you don't stop, how do you stop the rot? If, for example, the legislature itself is corrupt, if, for example, the executive itself is corrupt, if, for example, the judiciary will pay these two arms of government, you know, one has also have become corrupted. The only way the society will stop that rot is to truncate the democracy. That is all what has been happening in our part of the continent. That's unfortunate. At the moment, you know, where we've gotten to, we are not asking anything of that sort to happen. At least over 30-something years of democracy, we are growing. It is just a matter of ensuring that we make sure your constitution, people have been calling for constitutional amendment here and there. And they are calling a first way meeting amendment. The executive, the legislature, the judiciary, even the judiciary itself, for them to do things and fatter, so that things will be done according to law, not according to politics of the day. Now, my member assuming that these are just the preliminary we have to avert our minds to, because we are not better than Nigeria, we are not better than Benin, we are not better than Burkina Faso, we are not better than Mali, and all these places, certain things unthinkable have happened. To have a woman They say a mad and corruption, the enemy man they corrupt. And think I am pretty way near my man in Yankin and normal holding public offices. And if such a woman would do things of that nature, it does not in any way enhance the benefit of those who have been calling for affirmative action, those who are saying that give a certain percentage to a woman, because what that means is that if the men are corrupt as you are, then in will see the same place, then we'll vie for the same position.
But so what is saying? So what men can do, women can do better.
It is just a social statement. So they can do better. They are doing better than men. I have not, in the Fourth Republic, heard say, maybe it is $1 million one of them. And the only last time I heard was you were black, and that was 25,000 in his car. I be another Kakuya, we say, Omo Radiana, Omo Area. So 25,000. It doesn't even come anywhere close to the cities. The fine, Eura, Obapenny, Zadapani case. It doesn't even come anywhere close to that particular money. So the point is this. Then now a question will be say a question in another one.
Very well. Yeah, the kind MC Gan West, or see is one body. Paula Dumotin, so Sikani, Wujade.
Okay, I didn't want you to add the Paula Dumotin, not myself. Who repeat MC Diano? First of all, and so after we can MC Diano, we are not called the Paula Dumotin Diana. MC Diano, first of all. If you have a president who is that, I don't know what to say. If we have a president who knows what his bearings, the bearings at here, and who knows what is compass at here, I think by now we will have understood say that particular MC misspoke, and that first of all, he must come with an unqualified apology to Ghana. Unfortunately, the president himself, even accepting the resignation, did what? Some kind of, as usual.
But sir, letter no, but what do you mean with letter, Nankasa? Why intercept letter? Very well. But Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochri, sir, minim sir, looking at whose pedigree, new status, need the kind of person you are, even in your office. Sir, okay, letter, and I was saying letter no reference na money in Yakika. This particular letter, and maybe be at this how.
Well, the presidency come to deny that letter?
No.
The presidency has gone ahead to nominate one person to replace her. And
so,
for correspondence, there is no way the president would not have responded to the letter of Siliakan Dapa. He would. So if there is no other letter, other than that which he sang the praises of the woman, we will always have to refer to that letter. And I'm not the only person who is speaking to that letter. Other think tanks have spoken to that letter. So there is nothing like another letter from the Jubilee House indicating this is what it is.
So you admit it, sir, this is from the presidency.
From the presidency. This is from the presidency. And presidency can say, a hawk of fat about paying preference, while Bra won't respond to about paying the path to resignation. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And it is that MC one, for he misspoke. But you see, because it's a party person trying to defend that rubbish that has taken place, he went overboard. Tomorrow he should kiss his political ambition goodbye. He shouldn't even think of trying to contest for any ambition, even when his government or his party goes out of office. Because every now and then, even within the same party itself, they will use it against him.
92.3
does not
FM.
in any way stand in a better stead to contest for any higher position apart from MCship that he is an appointee of the president. Let's go to Paradimochi. You see, Paradimochi is really brilliant, very articulate, if you ask me, and he knows how to spin on issues. Another thing, I'm saying you are artic, Ekasa Ewo Peace FM, and he made reference to that particular speech report. Now you are Paradimochi at the
92.3 FM.
Somehow say, well, we don't have any information indicating that he officially speaks for the woman. You could see the cynicism and the mischievousness in that particular response. So, damage control. I don't know how much he's earning from the NPP. I don't know how much the party is giving him. But you see, you don't put your integrity on the line just like that.
And he's also a government appointee.
Yes, but you don't put your. Have you heard the information minister speak on this?
No.
The information minister has come to realize that if he wants to have any future, any future, a bright future in politics as far as NPP is concerned, and as far as Ghanaians are concerned, he should be very careful. In Togo, said he has been very timely in the kinds of things that he comments on. Before COVID, he was everywhere. During COVID, he was everywhere. After COVID, where has he been? So, Paradimochi should, as much as he is, he should gauge the environment and learn when to speak and not to speak. If I were a software group of company, the position that I've given to him as Metro State, he should be sacked.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. He should have been sacked by now. Because Mr. Amu said, good evening, Ghana. Good evening, Ghana was a top-notch. He himself made Good Evening Ghana, Good Evening Ghana. He himself. He made it very thick. I don't want to think he said because at that time, no, maybe NDC supporter was. No. At that time, you could see that he was doing top-notch, journalism, journalistic. And you see, from both sides of the political divide, no one call such a place to be interviewed because he will put you on the
92.3
and ensure that he elicited the right answers for the listenership of the viewers. Fantastic. What happened to him? What is this over enthusiasm? To please who? To please who? It is just quite unfortunate that he's gotten to where he's gotten to. And I don't see him coming back out of that. Just quite unfortunate.
Right.
You see, sometimes get to a point where the appointing authority, like just one group of companies, will ask him gently, like what they did to Captain Smarters and this group of companies. Okay, look, we have a corporate interest to protect. You have done your best. We have realized that you have become stale. You are not adding anything new. Therefore, we are giving you the opportunity. Nominate someone else who can do this program. Or the management of the company, Metro, will have to do so. It is for a good reason that Good Morning Ghana is Good Morning Ghana.
Very well. Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochri, thank you very much for your time with us this afternoon. Right. I will share Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochri and I will attend and can let us say why not very simple. I want to innocent is seated now. Some about okay, your time now is about 17 minutes to the top of the 4 p.m. At 4, you will carry on what they did in Kratwaba. Now, Ivan on this. Tiade we mami answer.
Abetwem wo de inshada nye ayibia. Na obi ka say adeti no je say scan go ne dia musa. One say mama sisi adapa be 1 year bi when you year kase mi no eyi ha ne brother penny mu ne ko ye yi the sister ne ma me akasa me can't 1 million sikano or the fee na asem na me can't say obi bi sasa internet sikano eda ni dem okay the woman say a year box na this ka gumo box na wa bonus and transparent and this ballot boxes na you know don't the kasa say no can say akoye adwuma 40 something million dollars a company bi na here say adwuma and a company no age 40 something million dollars minimum but every year na say the company no bet money $2 million say omodi bonus one me it is answer we ba on the business schedule say obi discuss go see ni dem one until say they put the sort of
right and response a trended power away
Chikwa na wu na yeye na yi a ebenya $1 million as insabo such nonsense otumfo kasa ochina oye konfa no che yie fufuro asantefo nyina mabo nsa na wa frefre vota de north obia ye wie ebenya $1 million such nonsense and you have people wearing titles honorable doctor sitting on TV talking nonsense
right Ivan
Alaska
Ivan akaba
Alaska major so
my young miss asa umpom ane Ghana for your to say
oh nyame adom ahoden ho da bia meka say yenya ahoden na betena ha nyankopon na ese da na say
right
because we had the current economic situation in this country and some nam ebu abamu to be very honest with you we especially we youth because dream ne say amanfo betimi lay proper solid foundation at least we are brand here also no betimi leverage to make something better out of life na o may solely dependent on the system and as on obi but consistently no hena said those such incentive no exist even for private enterprises to be able to take advantage say we betimi create your friend job opportunities how much more the ordinary person not every day you wake up to one scandal or the other and amidst of all these scandals you don't find people who are supposed to at least help us confront this evil in the face and speak directly to individuals behind this particular thing and say oh sebia broso na abra nipa yenyambo mo pa ebetimi asori a defending sama sebi omo ankasa kra no munim ho hwe e kire the how your society deteriorate in terms of your fancy morals. So Alaska, Ghana, we have a long way to go. But there is hope. There is hope for the future.
And because there's no construction, so sponsorship in the hope for the future. I'm on the radio on 92.3. I'm saying there's Hope Construction Limited. Hey, you make a banner dance who says summer. Yeah, the Australian Ghana forces as support yeah day. Don't know what Chopel could be Odum say, don't know what Christian High School, Asutari Junction, and you can say down. You don't know what a Fiona Quantum Ponso and the Yabutu. You need divine healers check about 0551 215 787 0551 215 787 and 0556 285 139 0556 285 139. There is some construction, see, bra, na any that's so right. Ivan, my young share a discussion now say before we come to Sicily and the price saga and matters arising. About a month ago, Abaina Kasa Eddie Green Ghana, Jume Devi Baye, Yedwia. And Nana do not Bakufado APM our University of Ghana Legon. Na Otusa from him pass him hene me Togo. Autosu enum. That is ono ayo henia owo sampotem ho. Oyini jesa anado ti se bia o kira no beba be ye de na be ye 7 PM answer the man invite. Adichi onu kura koyo kotra ho na mampani obi amma. Oyare ne hu do ye to national anthem no henia ya ye hu the way nanado ema instruction. And China Nado said me yiria oni yiro di kankra odi o awu sabi wonya ni ba bi ko odi ni 30th anniversary ye mu national temu koso na ni ba ye ko when at the mixed reaction ni bebre aba ye ntia no mfi ona fetawo yafa no suma na no tumi fa cause of NTC wa yanko na me come me honko mra yanko
Alaska de di kan men san chi obi na men chi awati for na me mo aba so Alaska yaba bedru a certain point in our political life some na do so and the involvement of our sitting president, the number one gentleman of the land, as a Ghana for according to some dignity and some respect, as the kind of aura naturally, surrounding the presidency. So in a normal conversation, in a normal TV, radio discussions, whenever you're having a conversation and the presidency and the president comes in, naturally, as a citizen, you are supposed to accord them, show them respect, speak in a way reflecting the dignity of that particular office. The decency, in the language, must always reflect the aura of respect surrounding the office of the presidency. But we've gotten to a point that presidency, has been rendered so filthy.
Really?
So filthy to the extent that Alaska, the occupant nina ehwan and that aura man for ehunsanka veil of anana surrounded the presidency emwati eni hobium. So now public can see direct presidency and everything that they are doing, and you cannot blame anybody because we've gotten to a point that the presidency and its occupant have no respect, they have no regard for the citizenry. So omoya dia kra how you expect, because my culture say always and always the kind of relationship that must exist between power people who have entrusted. So in this whole let me take the presidency as a way. The respect between them and us, the ordinary people, must be that of mutual respect and intellectual kinship. There is nothing like pity, there is nothing like mahumu mobo, there is nothing like that. It's intellectual kinship and mutual respect. And where people are required say we show more respect, you show, and where citizens so do we say show respect, they show, but it cannot be one way. So I have listened to a lot of conversations. Amanfo are worried about what they call a recent wave of incivility, like Amanfo did at social media kasane na sefono it characterizes the national conversation. Alaska, whenever you see those things, then you mirror that particular situation to the high office of the president and then the corridors of power. Mate, who's out there now? What they what they are chere de ekoso or the presidency subane niema ede adiwo ho and the man insight ama wate de ekoso no you say nsam no da bia ya kan akufo ado somebody might think somewhere and say oh mo bia mo hobo mo tan no adan ono kwa na be di president na etisa ba Alaska me ka chose akufo ado anya obi abo ne meti hai onya me bone me nya so se waye obone ba bia wakwa kodru life mu no e bia me papa na ye president e bia nka me be hwa me ho saa na nka me nimsa wo we se obia emforto na say obia ni mre no anase obia enshow no disrespect because or your president because obia dream to become the number one gentleman, but it is not about being the president, but it is about the responsibility that comes with being president. Because playing president keke obia can play president what that's another president when I'm now talking keke if it comes with no responsibility. By the enormity of responsibility that comes with that office, and how I'll bet me I calibrated that particular thing in realizing the goals. Whatever will be when citizens in the simon to say, oh, I feel way a ha any person kodru economy say near person DC a new say net here equal opportunities, and you create those platforms, eminent nipa I regard Alaska. Your bedroom point to be a imagine some more to the stand say even as some president didn't know can say obia say ya ogun anima say e wo badwam no the following day na ato ono ankasa na boboa no Alaska. When it happens like that, as a leader, you need to have the courage to address that issue. For instance, as a man now okay, or hena kotena function I say, you see a national anthem, or hena sorry. Alaska, in the eyes of everybody, the whole world, GTV, when Obia cameras or so the presidency, the president then was in the eye of the public then. As a leader, your composure, your temperament, is very key because any define who you are. Sa tantrums na no to nensa ewo sa platforms no hu a clearly ebema we inside the kind of person he is.
Okay.
And ebesia kirawo aduma oye and what we say aduma obaye onye abrabone na ode oman no obo. And that gives you that perspective. Alaska president say ohene na nsori, at least ohene na nsori unyantie ne side kura there are where he could have handled that particular issue without putting up those tantrums.
All right.
But in the first place, when the catcher say a bonus anthem no be answer nipa kra from membra. My catcher say your friends and the kind of respect you dey show to national anthem then as a for no. Some kind of respect you show because you know man ya man. We are showing allegiance. But say nipa na nya because for quite some time now say my catcher say individual nyankopon boy no obia right to do whatever depending on baby awarding as a forum, but informing state nyina hu say ye kasa obia anta no nya de opa ebedru abi no akasefo no be chenketo na men. So we establish something we call state, and in establishing that state in Alaska what subject or right or freedoms or liberties in as for part of it to that particular state what surrounded in return the state must protect you, provide you security. That security include social security, political security, economic security, religious security, and all aspects of security. So, what do right, what surrender to the state, and you are paying taxes in insurance, and you finance those things. So, when the state in addressing or meeting those responsibilities or failure, you have every right to demonstrate a protest against the state. And that protest, can come in the form of, say, a bonus anthem. Men sorry, because state, what the test is supposed to do for me, one yet.
Exactly.
So, back US quite recently, Abra, now, a US national anthem, and events, NFL. One, now, a US football game, one of the players, Yabo national anthem, no, and Obunko to be. That was anti-racism campaign protest and all lunch as spread it is a wildfire. And especially go back to US history in 1943. Your friend say school be our West Virginia. Board state board no more that's school no. Ede obi court Supreme Court ye born national anthem then as for no na one respect it. Court no can say no school can force anybody say or recite that oath of allegiance to
the country.
To the country, a bonus anthem. Oh yes, say because the state has a role to play. If you fail in your friends rolling out that particular role, responsibility as or performing to individual and go to the satisfaction, you don't expect unfettered allegiance or whatever from that person by responding to national anthem and it could be a form of protest. And in the US recent example from 2016 up to now, Yahoo spread it to UK. Even footballers and omo national omo na ba na birum ateki ni na se for Yahoo yabo national anthem senko mu nyina go prison. But a way of nipa no so register the protest against the state say yanyina their liberties in the right amount say boy ho ban adentina ebirum racism against the blacks. No state in your home. So if that is the case, there, but here pa you as US citizen, we say, you responded to national anthem, no, that particular point, they had very protested, yaw, ye bebun koto be, do just to take a swipe in your face, the echo, state now failing in honoring that responsibility, say, over protect ye, who say, ye penno, wa failing. So on that particular score, no, would drill it down or be do higher. That is what it means. But way or any number justifications, oh no, yarn as a phone. But Alaska, oh, Nina Tomako. Sasem Missy, you know, I need now only 3 days. The same president will go in any mercy and the hypocrisy of the Ghanaian media. Some of the media houses were actually praising the president. Despite the kind of those childish tantrums and now he was throwing around on TV when everybody was watching. Because Alaska, obiti America, no her TV and obiti any civilized dispensation. No, Ohundi Akoso. Ferry and Mguasie. And because I say, Akra water ball or the aqua bontina and number for our pino. Yes, now Montano ball to Saba. Alaska, as a president, Makacho say how your composure is key. Your temperament, But president disregarded Nina to tone and say Greater Accra regional minister.
Right.
And me, at the point I'm on for Bonabasono, I felt so embarrassed to the sense that how can a president act like this?
Unpresidential.
There is no fiber of leadership in the man. That is what I keep preaching, telling people, say, this whole thing you people see there is governance going on. No, I see this whole thing as a Ponzi scheme because the guy is as a Ponzi scheme. Because Alaska, the guy is not a leader, and that is a fact. Because you see, even as some or impromptu, as a leader, the first one you have this. You have the emotional intelligence. You process and know how to conduct yourself in public, but you don't conduct yourself in this manner. As a president in public, I yabo function. I am for no be a shadow. National TV so to to turn and say I display such tantrums. Why imagine the best on office?
Public component.
Public import me ya. Can you imagine the best happen in our office and the people he's around them? Alaska, but see you know. Nanka man for expected the president to apply the same principle.
True, the daughter.
Exactly. Or that may I admit. Said your cousin, even though none the daughter need and chain or in the general, you bought the same national anthem. What go ahead and say? The same national anthem. What go ahead and say to the sense that the man was forced to render unqualified apology. And the letter about Alaska or Baba you when chain in the same score.
People they are close to you.
Oh. Your born national anthem na phone tare na so ho Alaska assembly see here no you first so John president when the video started trending the following day no I was expecting like a president be issue apology and na ne ba no be issue because don't forget ohene no issue apology oh
that's right
so Argentina president baba no be seen there apology because
and the media no they were ohene no it seems
Alaska, me say the hypocrisy of the Ghanaian media is such that across any fever pitch. Because so said na among for CD or hidden atem without listening to him or say no yare. A night before 7 p.m. I never change and I want to let the command so omra. Ebia no on the plans, but he decided to come. Oba no or they come back for hours. Penny at that particular age, omo no na se for no wabre. So when they were reciting the national anthem, you know because national anthem is one syringe now. What you have to remain steady. What I say? Look at the way the president behaved. So Yanka said the president was right. So we daughter no jina will change the following day. No one who are no. What do you do as a leader? Alaska, you impress upon her. Because of the SC that are not to render unqualified apology. But Alaska, that is who he is. Akufo-Addo is never a leader. Oh, Alaska. My man, Joe. And then the Baba yo we are the American rapper Bidiba Krumba.
That's right.
We see, we just state the fact as it is.
Very well.
For people out there to make informed decisions and choices out of it. American rapper Bakroma, oh boy in the dressing, the track record, they say, or handle your friends, we, a man called that prison, and as for my last that is the track record. Sour boy, you know, I'm not saying that in bad light,
exactly.
But Obia perceives oya rowdy, oya vagabond, and as a for no, as some the Babon, you know, he saw the sense and the wisdom in it. Ghana for Meko Mukrum, they open the highest office to me. Emma Meko. Me a mistake e could try video ho mahu social media among for bofu people are talking about it so menko na menko po mo chawo the guy among for so a vagabond no
anoba pa chawo
oh he rendered an unqualified apology to Ghanaians tell me Akufo-Addo ne ba ne hwan because omoni yanum they have no respect for anybody in this country and sad lack of respect you know and now translated to all facets of everything or more. Amamono mubuno, that is the same card that Omudibu or mine. Clearly, you see, say they have no respect for anybody, Alaska, and that is the kind of thing that Ekoso Ewo Kroma saying. Enti me ameti hai enyame nwanwa. Yes, say the other shots here no, and an incrofon around him. They know him very well. But you see, the hypocritical element in this particular way, no, and I say Ghana for more money. No who the kind of nipa yawo and the kind of media when hell on the chief edina tamama Oheno had no other choice than to apologize to the president and everybody. Eba no, Nanka was expecting the same media to wage such war and as such criticism of the president and her daughter. Everywhere no, now they were praising the president and the daughter. Say, "Ne yere dada aware no wakaye no, akwakusi." Alaska, you see, Chromansem and when the president, even the source of money that was used to finance that particular project, nobody's accusing them of Mindseeker. But when you hold such sensitive position, that's a walk Alaska, there must be clarity. So that you distill doubt on the minds of people. Say, Sikano Monokoya, dear no, if you hand a buy. Besin there, wouldn't be a Sikan free.
Not at all.
Now go for the opposition, now on him saying that. No, let's be honest.
I also ask the same question.
Akufo-Addo has been an opposition leader for 8 to 9 years, in NPP as a running mate.
You are 30 years in.
Anti when you any other time be able to put that building aside about a president. So ask yourself, source of that particular can have any free bar. These are some of the critical things we expect the media, a very vibrant media, to be questioning. But Alaska, they are not interested. So Akufo-Addo there, it is what it is. I am telling Ghanaians that we are not doing it out of malice, out of hatred, out of anything. We are just stating the fact that Akufo-Addo you see as a leader is not a leader. The person you see is all-round governance. This is no governance. This is a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme.
But I say, Ivan J. Innocent, or no, I a researcher as a social activist. Within His Excellency, the commander with the commanding voice, Alaska the Don. Me come home at the getting crack to a best mommy. Me bar your body ra a Sicilia Dapper Gate. Almost hand your friend.
Security you for fun wa hefa. Wo boy djuma pa o. Me dey me so be ba no wa da. Na no da granya me anya do maka kronfo be wi am. Ampa ni mo me dey semasi o. Me ko fan wo Element Security Limited. No mo brandie no e boy djuma pa. E ba no electronic security consultant, investigation unit, rapid response, event security. Na say you mo fie ho ban. E no dey enko ho kra. Omusan so aye police patrol backup, CCTV installation and monitoring, jungle security. Anybody here person ebo by ma odia. Ani we dey extra me one more to the kwan here. Na me nko pa bi mra. Na we kwa dia nhwe ye na nyame ade madoma. Me dey dia abrofo kwa be ba be bia. Wo mo tema community one, accounting associates. Omo be red control for dino. Fire service pan so be. And how bet me from? I was 0246367611 0594 957071 and 0240 653342.
Hey, Ojam, na hey.
Enya na no asase a me kope e ho anantianante a. Langas for ma me honto me. Asase ba ko. Ya to ma nipa be brudu.
Oh, na won say Ostek real estate fon kana. Won say asem ho do papa. Land garden sem bi anim. Na ne bo so de e da fam kra.
Oh, sir.
Ane, awon sase ododo wa eyi kuma asebi. Do you mu Esutwame Junction, Chai Hills, Topoli, Agoto, ene do wenya. Na ne je sem kra na say wo ka obetumi de akọ Ostek real estate na wa we ne bo na say ensase be ya miense nan kra wo de amon
Ajama to me ho agu na hefa no wo na me so me kwagima sase.
Oh, na say Ostek real estate de o ma chinya ira kan pra wo dodo wa wo ne fire service station no again share animu wo betumi afre won 0244 68 4069 and 0266 10 1406 and 0240 93 3748. Ostek Real Estate.
Yes, Papa Fee.
Some replica JCR. What customizing at 20 with Dean? Every trip for dear. And you man you Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Cotocoani Haas, Man City, Barcelona, and Real Madrid, the Numiradio. Wow. When the next album, never do be. I'm approach for the way. Akro sports shop and embroidery. Yeah, what can heya? One side of Jumano. Akro sports shop. Was pump quality track suits and jerseys. And to all kinds of modern sports kits and equipment. Embroidery is saying churches, mosques, schools and colleges, organizations, and crown prayer wedding, education beer. No more pass what they want more quality machines. A church will be good tadium, a milk tuma, handkerchief yard, but large format printing, mom yes handball, and a baby boss. What's the tapra? One location you want Akro sports shop, Ewokoforudia, new whole station. And a baby away graphic design, embroidery, branding, and a printing, and no work for it. None any social welfare, and a social our Srodan, and Mubia from 0243 567 347 and 0203 082600.
Do that for the Ghana. Brother, I have some more. I went to back of it, and I say, or can I say, I did say, about the music coming out, cry, yes. Hey, and told them like the Brian traveling on Masajai. Almost I cannot share. Oh, bra, yeah, Sammy didn't why I'm a visitor in Adani Kobe. I said, oh, and they walk over the papa. Mandi Brian traveling consult today. Ukumwanga and Janawa Ruji. Again, oh mama, walk us will be USA, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Cuba, UK, Nasaba and European countries in India, even Germany, Denmark, Belgium, and Yakika. What do we simple crowd? Plan the beer over some who be as your fan. What
I never quite every came when your honor say, Upa went to na owe Japadia, I will deem Nazu Nisika. Yet we the Japadin, Esiana, Mautu Quine, and my person could be as your kama. We say your car, say if ye say as I say, and now the Yakika, or provided the sir who a year document in your name, you bet to me, I'm my wako, Nabibia Swaba. Now, your Wakaso JD restaurant, a hot and a mad the brain travel consult. Here, walk, say woman on it, now a person, your party be our hall, and now occasion be war. Yeah, event planners, yeah, wow. When you to come 0534 017 0534 019 762 0534 019 762 and 0534 10 Mami for 0534 019 758 0534 019 758 0534 019 758. Nani Mark the Brian travel concert for entertain and come. Sammy yanko your next item. So Cecilia the past issue with regards to Sikaya Kohu Ewo. The OSP accord any near Abba and Yana. As it stands now, OSP to me declare and says Sikaway and Wako Nambo in the first place. OSP a Juma says I was say on no koye and in the account. Yehu a month for comment new comment mama and no grana or the case say a 2 4 crown a year conference year. Subscribe I want Yanko.
Alaska, they kind. I'm a Sanchi of Venementia or tier 4. Issue we issuer as you pay much attention to. Now, you who say, Sabi. Amamu na yebuno enya agudie. Say anybody can just take advantage of say yeah partisan politics, and as a result, you know, you just do whatever that you want because him say asem to the there are some your friend is saying individuals their assistants, you know, obia and solicit or more assistants, but they will go in defense of whatever the situation is. It doesn't say evil or wrong. You see. Asem whereby Ghana yenya daje na ye bisa a lot of questions.
Exactly.
And you see nipa na asem no fa no ho no issue no beta abonten ye Madam Cecilia Dapano in the first place Alaska say obi accuse issues involve corruption or crime. The first instance would asem abonten at least the bare fact of the issues, you know, you put it out there. Especially when you believe say the public discuss issues now if it's any sanity to the extent say or resign from your position, you know. But whenever you're coming out, the fact of the matter at the preliminary stage I no just exactly so that you divert the path or the direction public discourse no corner to towards the path who free say the truth, then people begin to ask questions as to whether say no correct and answer no correct. Issue no ba wonte no. Maame no e ba wonte be ka say oh sika na what charge sheet so amount for a no, it does not represent the amount of money involved. So the question is what is the amount of money involved? She could not. And at the point that this woman has not been able to assign a single reason. Say the source of the money, where it came from, when the year Juma, as a why, no apparent reason has emanated from the woman's outfit. Then then you have individuals on TV. I will be a spokesperson. People who hold position of honor, whose duty is to ensure that you protect Ghana interest. Because Alaska, in all of these things that we are doing, despite political differences, it doesn't matter where you stand across the political divide. Alaska, the paramount interest of Ghana as a country, must override any other interest, including partisan interest. So we are Ghana, especially now some hold the position of honor, issue no bar. You take the side of Ghana by ensuring, by asking the right questions. Because a man, how do you go there and say, Nebusi ni a funeral donation or be accompanied by $2 million? Alaska, how can somebody, even a child, will not sit or take the public space and in the midst of all this heat, Ghana for expressive misreaction in the face of that is what is happening? You don't make such irresponsible and reckless comment. But he was allowed to sit on TV in the public space and make such reckless comment. Funeral donation. Alaska, in the first place, Obia Nanka say Obi new right. Obia work that economic right to keep money wherever you want in your house, or whatever. But Alaska, we're talking about a quantum, the amount involved in foreign currency. Do you know the amount of dollars in circulation is regulated? Because the money is not our money. And Bank of Ghana must always be able to know the amount of dollar in circulation, so be able to inform more policies out there.
Sure.
So whenever you hold those monies in your room, in your bedroom, foreign currency, Alaska, you one way or the other impeding the ability of Bank of Ghana to be able to realize how much dollar we have in circulation. So be able to inform or monetary policies not for more year. Alaska, again, we've gotten to a point Ghana see the dollar to the extent say the government has to beg individuals with dollars. You see, people are not reasonable. Those making those arguments. Go for na mono. Sikano manko wiao. Musika. But they were being arrested. Why? Because they were holding dollar. The assumption is that exchanging dollars abroad money licenses to do so.
That's right.
But the monies belong to them. Why would the state move in to arrest them? Alaska, it means that those money now come out with need own prescriptions and other stuff. So you can't just do won't mean you soon sakake. It is $1 million in a guma how many damn no. Yes, admit is all right to keep money in her room. First, Alaska, $1 million, quantum of money. Bank banner, yes, I transfer into Kugu no man.
Sure.
That's the first question. Because there is no bank in Ghana. I'll obey issue such huge sum of money to an individual.
Foreign currency.
Foreign currency. So obi unya payment companies no mo ye adwuma ye pay mo in dollars and sika be do Bank of Ghana. Okwa any banks no kra na catch say they don't hold those monies. Bank of Ghana no sabaka say sika no. They will ask you to go to Bank of Ghana. Okwa wenya utie ya $200,000, then they ask you to come because obi ka say na or say the company here $500,000. Okwa 200 no munya ma no. Almost send that come for another 200. Sanity because they have to be rationed in such a way say young create shortage. So Alaska, my minister can go need them assuming say all right to keep that particular money. The first question is I have found on your size can free. I do my bang, taxes bang, and those who are your friends saying foolishly sitting on TV saying say Ninu and Nebewu on Alaska. Just I'm saying damn with the $800,000 or the good bag him say Obeunti or the commander mame. And I know we see such nonsense. You don't sit on TV
or the air someone's you.
Alaska. When you do that, you're just insulting everybody. And even platform not so no crano. People will not even take you serious. Said that now Dr. That's right. Alaska. Because baby I do no public sentiment I so high. I'm for I so your friend saying I'm for bofu, especially if you look at the economic conditions in Ghana. And the fact is that minor abwa to the sense that the same people and abo minor Alaska. Nasa wo yes I did that. First, since you can't ya now quite legitimate business. Prove ben ne wom a GRA for o certificate says you can't medical no you tia taxes. Then so the first response no dey babon no that should have been the first thing. Sikana e misika. Adwuma ye ndie taxes amotua o GRA ne certificate nie. So the argument go around no, it is not about a mamini keep sika on the demo. It is about the amount involved in foreign currency. Adwuma waye and on the radar of morality said there be misika tro no. Abanya wo press obi amfa de sika mra. E ba ne say na say ministers can guni dem. Again, sika no nya no he. Alaska unim say sa sika na World Bank de ma ye for say yam fan distill gatters in na say for no. Good. Now you see the ekosu nyina parliament na me di omo ho yawo. Alaska Parliament na me di omo ho yawo because you see so obiba parliament no approve 43 million dollars at the man say or they could distill gatters our Accra. If you don't move in to check to double check whether the job, because you must be an idiot for this woman to come and tell you say what distill or dot river I wa circle obi anam ho da bia uduru age say utua wo hene ye the sikama no. And Alaska, you know what they did? They set up companies, new companies, created account for them. So you catch us Alaska company. What really or when indeed you have never even go there. Exactly. You have never even gone there before.
I don't even go there.
Now what transfer $1 million to go account? I think some Manasseh I share some of the documents out. So over here, nina $1 million in Kwana. Yafanyansa kwanso transfer says you can to individuals. So it's possible this money could be one of them.
Okay.
So parliament ni pa so abeya adwuma no did you go back to check whether say odo no ya still because last year okroma and Abraham Mahama ya president ni nua no ka say okwoti odo o say onyi sika wo
for free.
The same media well on him insulted him say and the brother na say for no Kennedy Japan was one of the key individuals there. Alaska na okwoti acho by allocate $43 million say yam fa nkwoti odo no ni say that ya net ye
said ya eti na oji sika no
sa net ye
but also we
also we sika na hwehwa ye hu na ye ko hu such quantum of money e wo wuruma. Alaska, what do you want people? Because you see sometimes when you're doing politics makacho say it is the inferences and your friends the information na ubenya no you analyze all the trend to be able to make conclusions. Alaska, in the first place, and I make us mamma no enya akokoduro say all police station a call report to say nisika ayira no sa police for no mo fa the statement sa nkrofo na ankra no esenka ene o man Ghana ni omo etwe dawere omo djuma kra me free senka ebo omo because the negligent, they were negligent in their duty. Alaska, $1 million amount of money obi abegbo wura ka chese me $1 million ayira. First thing you ask is you should be suspicious even if you are not clear. So you flag the financial intelligence unit. Say, hey, because obi $10,000 but obi account to man. Obi is subject of police inquiry. 20,000, even those in the US. Minister where NDC MP and buy actually US, you know.
That's right.
Wouldn't be there because then he was buying car for individual. Monies were being deposited into his account without say omunim sources, you know. Obi ko for sikaboni no send the money. For that reason, the guy was in court. So sanet here. And we a police, you know, people catch us at $1 million. Oh, made them as a reasonable person, and you own the state a reasonable duty of care to flag the financial intelligence unit. Say, as some say, no matter $1 million go be them. Alaska one yet. They rather went ahead and arrested those people. Court, you know, proceeding has been going on for so long. Alaska, we are court officials. People are very knowledgeable. So okay, charge sheet, you know. So now the first thing you ask the prosecutors and I'm more relative your financial intelligence unit because he can't wait there abure so. Alaska, your finance acquire no dear semu osumase. Ye di no osumase o sebe ni pante.
Internal election ya akofa bai.
Ye di asemu osumase ama asem na akoso such a criminal orchestration.
1 year.
Ababonti ye di asemu osumase be ya Ghana for until say newspaper breaking that particular story. That is why I'm saying say Kyei Jaben is a serious joke.
OSP.
Alaska. Enti Chronicle and as a newspaper no. one farmer bonte say ma sika ba ntin ka patch say oni intelligence ntin ko nte no e do no some fast one say because you see when your investigation you know the intelligent way now to be able to go behind the scenes to fish for information, you know. Now again, when it comes to say your investigation into this particular matter, yes, here the act, you know, or right to investigate. But Alaska, looking at the enormity of this particular case, you know, your institution this investigation. So let them do go details, the CID and other financial way to establish the facts in the matter. Then you use it as a building block to build prosecution. But if you wade in at this early stage and you are not able to get all the facts, I know the whatever case we are about build, they will look fragile and it will not stand in court. So such a duty you entrust it to institutions. I will say when they come to see a financial way investigation. Now OSP na recently no catch say even Nippon no be adwuma kra ne say be oni bi no. Alaska. So looking at the enormity of this particular case, you know, let those with experience or mind get this financial crime investigation as if on, let them get to the fact and you use it as a building block to do. But as usual, unim no. Assembly ban hwehwanimu no dimrika no akofa. Yet ho asem way market somewhere. After 1 month ebewu unti ho asem bi.
I'm not cutting short. It is not the same OSP. And Sir John Willie Achimota for
yes.
All court, no. He knows very well, sir. Court. This is how you're supposed to present with or present a case in my loopholes down. No to me, to me, and freeze the account.
Alaska, Abrantiana Otihono, he's not working for the state. He's working for his paymasters. He's working for his paymasters. Alaska, and the very people who gave him that particular position, you know, they are the very people committing heinous crime against the state. So if you are hired by criminals to chase criminals,
if you are hired
by criminals to chase criminals, just check the outcome. Alaska is all that he's doing because me not has say, and bra, your friends are Major Damwa, okay, customs in la Bianca issue by kiki. I could say update what to be what wants them that. You know what than yet Professor from Pomboating there. Oh, my arrestino, my essay, my place way behind bar.
So do you side with John Dramani Mahama saying Nanado has weakened state institutions with MPP folks and family members?
Now, Alaska, that is what he has been doing from day one. There was a deliberate crackdown on the state institution, render them weak and they get your way. Because if you want to say when you exercise unfettered executive powers in a democracy like this, Alaska, set up weak state institutions. So he started by cracking down the Electoral Commission.
That's right.
And they brought in a loyalist, somebody Asabi. And look at the way she has been behaving. Look at her conduct. And you know the unfortunate circumstances are the 2020 elections and resulted in Alaska. We will go back to your friend saying the Auditor General. The and then they see
that's right.
Weakening state institution, one of them. Look at your friends in the media. A man for who have been assaulted, those who have been threatened. Akufo-Addo who assured us of the Anas principle. Anas at some point in time, Abaye a victim of this administration. Anas now is being described as a criminal. Ninuya ameswale yakuno. Sabuko is legona kuku bikramaya. Nipano anibe bremana hwehwem yakunu besinde no bia anim de see yet. And other assault on other media men. You close down radio stations and so forth. So these are the very institutions that are supposed to safeguard and protect the very foundation and the dignities of our democracy. Akufo-Addo has deliberately launched mortar attacks on all these institutions, rendering them weak so that he will be able to get his way. And then, look at the public space.
Seriously.
Look at the public space. The dignity of our court is in tatters. It's in the gutters. Because individuals are perceived to be party loyalists. Individuals who are tied to the apron strings of power that be. Individuals who are friends. Just a whole lot.
And look at your Attorney General.
Yes. And Nema Oye. Alaska. So these are poodles of power. Poodles. I know Moses' strategic position to ensure that Assembly kill the issue, we get our way. And that is what has been happening. So this Mami Assemble a special prosecutor Kwesimi Alaska, the issue will die. Especially at the time. Some people catch as a charge sheet in our court or you 7 for almost bare 6 months in right. Yes, it's a charge sheet, This is Ghana for you. Alaska, we are not serious. And now come we now missing now come we are the same Akufo Addo no.
Are we angry enough as a country?
Oh, we are not, but you see.
Do we really understand the Ekosono?
I must say a word Ebeba Alaska. Winning baby. Say Oko North Africa and Rana make already go. So Oko North Africa. Abra Arab Spring no ever started no. Obi anko tenase anko prane say omo be Arab Spring o.
Okay.
The name Arab Spring never existed within the scope of the sea, Alaska, because of economic hardship, youth unemployment in Tino, Abrantia send the potato the cocoa good them so cotton, and the police for Unim Dom Cocoye, no, all of that hum tea charge at 2 moon or she no. Nimuanum Rantia who say, they are time, Mohuna Aboria so. Then it started there. The president then organized to say, Sabi. He flee like a dog. President with all the soldiers, all the state winner around him. Organize say Kromfo in a broad day. And see where Alaska spread ya Morocco. Unim de see to as a regime change, as a sa mind be Libya nyane de.
Mampani kura ben in opposition kura nanka or better radio so can say the AC wo no na
good. So you can oppress people forever. People will get their way at some point in time. And Obikacha said Ghana for memane na after independence and Kroma Bay, Alaska. You saw the coup that went on. And the same Ghana for now. But Ghana for you've gotten to a point that you say, oh, there be democracy is the best option for us. We want no violence. We want to preserve this fourth republic and ensure, say, so as president, our core duty is to ensure that a near ever threaten the foundations of the fourth republic. You take those things away and safeguard and protect, because whenever you create harsh economic conditions in the country, you're one of the precursors. And history has told us, or has taught us, say, Sanet here, crowd recent in Spain, Saneman is when they don't buy because Barcelona for free, so. Entry point. Nema Efrab on team by Barcelona had the gateway. 70% of our import and export. But you had numerous Madrid and other places. And the and the Kobe Carlos Pijumo and in Kofa and Kamo Kotoban. About 90% said they wanted to break away. Niger, Alaska. So when you see some of these things, now what's the anime catch Captain Smart say? So called Sudan. Now I say rebels Gumuram. Omakoto to omo kone na se for Alaska what am make omo ntia semase anya asem no ntia se o rebels no hu omo gungura ma asem ntia semase no ebinum ye medical doctors ebinum ye lawyers ebinum ye professors ebinum ye engineers but we jana yire ne ma e wo ho no oti nguram so ye rebel okuratuo because he has gotten to a point asem na me no say the establishment provide even economic opportunities for obia. The state is against them. So the only way to get even is to arm themselves and revolt against the state. So Niema Bisi Awuhunis and Alaska are very dangerous. A pose danger to everybody. And until I free say, as a minor, and now your penny or diano. And some may be see because Nipan Yaman yourself. Aman yourself no, Boneba Coso, Nipa Bedi, Bonisem. Nasa Sam Lucia. The step you take in cracking down on those things and the chair leadership. Makacho South Korea. President Koda prison. The whole Samsung, the hair apparent to Samsung group of company, one of the biggest companies in the world. Ne hair papano, papana na oyo owner no.
That's right.
2014 oyare. Entina yaba transit changing as for no. Ne bano esha bribe the president ne ekoludu ya bribing people just to get his way. Prosecutors came in, the president went to jail, the guy was prosecuted. The director of national intelligence, Bureau of National Intelligence at the time went to prison, Alaska. And with your mind, let this high profile individuals called prisoner. Why we are quite sharp on them and then it's
serving as a deterrent.
Deterrence. They be catch Haman for say in ensuring peace, harmony everywhere. Deterrence is key. And in a soldier for a toda obena akundi awo mainumuno. They show.
That's right.
Because you don't wait to be attacked, but you show you never walk to people to know say but and that is the thing America has been doing all this while. Oh yes, because in security, deterrence is one of the key strategies to put the fear of God in your enemy. Say, Charlie, we a mistake. Never way now, you never way in there. Now, if military cry, use deterrence, how much more governance? By a creative enabling platform, asem na ba the leader, nipa na nyina ye ni dano so, o kasa kra wudi hu ya say ananti leader ne. Maka Akufo-Addo kasa na sabi uyem because most of his speech, is inspired by ignorance and arrogance.
That is
yes, most of his public speech is inspired by ignorance and arrogance. One, excavator somebody say problem aba, and in a national scale, we are all prepping for solutions. We have reasonable men of conviction go into the thinking room, come out with solution. President sorry, I say much excavator mention.
Members of parliament. Like Kennedy Japan say support to
Alaska and the akra with your mention in Akra Bakasa say.
Oh say
Akra wedi your fence 5 years and not so Ocean Kasa or Baka was a excavator ancient. When you know say although that way excavators in here be and then stop here to confiscate them. So if it's any pan and fuck and papa so they had the born and that's what differ. Why can't you confiscate it? Because any other bonnet you need that thing. Only thing say it is being used for a purpose. I said any other papa. So you don't ban it. But president's solution is that Alaska, when you see Ghana, you pay attention to details. So when you see these things, then you see the kind of person he is. And I translate Alaska. Papa na clear na appointees from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And see, they all feel complacent. Omufri say, I don't know a president not for us. And the president has no issue. And truly he has no issue with them. Frisa Akufo-Addo set it up in the government. When they now court here could dinner some.
Well, like jokingly, last when you be catching me say, Nana do share na point was my point is in my two woman two on Kyei. Maintain on Kyei.
On console corruption.
Maintain on Kyei.
Yes.
What in America?
Yes. Alaska. President at some point, yen you so minor giagu. Economically, we share the global arena. Ghana's name was being mentioned in the Bloomberg every day.
That's right.
Your friends say rating agency will be a boy ding and Mgwasia many yen. Yakako form your friends say Nipa yes you two moka ya suspended yentimintia yesika some pensioners. In the face of all these things, President Kachira say the ministers be a perform it to his optimal best.
That's right.
So there is no reason for him to do what you call change. Unchange opia. A very stubborn person.
A very what?
A very stubborn person who has no respect and regard for anybody.
Ivan, everyone was said Nancy or two coin. Now, world leaders on one continent, now or catch those the Echo WhatsApp region say nobody should entertain or tolerate a military leaders. And that's what we are with two of mine, so why you cool no? Such people shouldn't be tolerated.
Alaska,
ideally,
that is what it's supposed to be. Because every day we sit here and preach against coup.
That's right.
Because you see, it is not the coup per se, but the excesses that comes with it. And you are not assured the kind of person I will to me as to say and when coup collects into a country, a mass some individual some advantage, and they do whole lot of things. That is why we are all showing say coup dear. So the president could preach that message, and I agree with him because be cool. But cool no circumstances in a deba. But the circumstances in a deba no or that is the most important thing. Because Nema Emma 79 whatever cool Alaska. So Nidi the mom Nema oye so Afuto must go to government say Nema Mobaya. Ebe masade na si no yanso no yamfa nsese ngu akwanu ko obedi president nchoso ni nyansa atwe obia o.
That's right.
Because nka nyansa na yedi bu oman a nka sabi nka assemblyman kra nka ebia nka binimu enuru ho.
O say
me se nyansa ne se nkwa na onim nyansa na yedi bu oman a nka nkrofo bi o ha nka sabi assemblyman level kro mu nyanuru ye but today they are here Alaska obeduru ho no you need to be responsible and ensure say nipa na wudi omo anim you make sure say nyama efata e na obeye but Alaska asem no bonus a president claim for state institutions omo betena ho and making sure say fighting for the country no kwana Alaska
ordinary microphone kwa na hye ho
okoko to atwem okọ hefa atwem baabia eno no ankasa asiante aginam even baabia ya de corruption na abo no ankasa ntansia kura no ontimi nyi ne ho ano yente na Jazeera asambae
that's right
oka say o 13 yomo
emma wo ati 7 days 14
akosi sen Alaska wo yesa wa hu egu onimase animonyam na hotoso a nipa wo mu no eba fam ena leader bia the aura of respect around you no ebe kofom no wa point is take advantage because nsema sisiele da pansema wa okan mete se Carlos Ahenkro se hwan enya kokodo kotena TV se ma me no onye political na eni se nkokọ report Alaska wo obetimi atana akasa asem no me betimi atana akasa asem no but asem asi a public buafu as a leader you're supposed to be on the side of the state, you know. You are rather suggesting a way and come evade and he was bold enough. The person at the studio yes analysis, you know, found nothing wrong with that comment. I can't find say on your political, on your strategic. Say at the time Ghanaians are angry, Alaska. And I chose the stage, you know, has been left bare, so every thief can just barge in, take away whatever they want, and get away.
Also, if you take away
politics, this is a complete steal hour. And I said it long ago.
Free for all.
The yet no more. Just take the element or the component of politics out of it. It is a complete steal hour, rush hour for people making money, amassing wealth. Calling the not be get free. When the first young cry number video, yeah, in this kind of get free time no. No wuram ala ni alaka say no ya be gate free obianko wia because emera na so next year ye ko won wia bia ene ye ko a nya fe na obedan obi ka so it's a rush hour, everybody's making money.
So there ayeya you say ministers of state keep such money see is it not a threat to national security and two omukura no omo life
Alaska sikana yahunu ma me enya ono nko a the following day, a lady working at the Jubilee House,
presidential staff.
Oh, yeah, lawyer. Yes, you cornered them. Macron for $150,000.
With millions of cities.
Alaska, you are someone for my move.
Right.
Presidential staffer. Over, you see, me say be able to make people but we see the morality component of this thing. That is what people are not getting it all. So Alaska, oko dress fight them now ko hu sa na na sabi you may talk about it but you may argue from a different perspective
because on any of public position
it may be wrong. He could not be able to declare the source. You bet me taxes. You may be all those questions. But the element of morality in this particular case in the government as sabi debt as around the government now to the extent say you your home film your dollar a CD ayaka Alaska you own Ghanaians that answers. So Alaska going forward, I'm just looking senke bit my baby. Ba ku for do ho koton ho so be baby maybe one kasa we joker.
O do ho koton do ho.
Say he will remedy the situation. Obey baby, oba sorry aye baby to scare anybody. One kasa say oh nu ho asere ho. Ko papa no to no nan kasa nye serious as a leader.
When I say Ivan J Innocent, a researcher and youth activist. My message is about ni be na fe you be a line no na mama kwan na so what to ja. Some tuga or the way every aye asamanka say Oya Alaska mabepe uguy no wo studio no in fact very powerful message I say I love the guy I say keep it up Ivan that is amafo shiraw owusu best on Facebook I say na don cause one clear obia to 2025 on to me clear obia clear the only thing is obehu ne ho say or aye in someone prison achim ase na do we fi ebaye MC ya prayer ko onu de osi NPP nipa mienu pe enaja won so Grace Yabua was Alaska me do kwaso na ye adwuma no fama oman Ghana Emmanuel Chawe asi bunkoso mo adwuma pa ema oman Ghana na aya Musa Amevo de we fi sakunde osi se nipa ba ko pe na se sika we ewo ni dem dia na wose o my Ghana ye ko ye kotodu anim ne mbom paye na ye mu se so ba tumi aye saade we ndi a na chese why ade Guinness Book of Records why ye come pa Newton adwo fi dey asika say Alaska Michiao and Ivan. In fact Ivan and making me day with the choice of words, examples and analogies. I love to have his contact number. But I saw person onya the contact. It's a 0303 402 862 and a 0303 402 904. I mean, cow say all powers are in charge. The spiritual center say a band of prostrator or Dimakote. Now, New York can say a fiber of the power dear. Pastor Aka say 0249 316 357 0249 316 357. Na kwaje eya five brother anu yi na bibia so nya kama. Some pia course me mfam na 0303 402 mema wajo.
Ejeso da ata.
Udi ni babia ka sefi.
Ata ni jana no to kan ka ka so.
Okay, no wa yanko.
Ata ka se advance.
Woody Ivan ka. Right. Oh, dollars.
And yet, a fancy to get a banner man about phone. I
can't read. Young girl.
Ivan, no book on your watch. Not on your watch. Alaska. Yeah, no appreciate any kind of thing. Ghana for it's more folk. That's when you put for and the power and the winning. It's made the other country about you, the Alantamantu, the Canadian phone. One no, almost not jump attack because only now what a good quality in PP. I remember it's the Ghana for that's some 7 December 2024. There's something on the Mahama. That's what I'm from.
Men show me that say Kwame Maule Benjamin or say hey Bola Minister Imponi na Finance Minister and swear Rose Jane Hyde or say Alaska any Ivan and I'm sure I'm going to do my Ghana. Mema wado. Hello, good evening.
Hi, Alaska.
Yes, I would need to be Sophie.
Alaska, only about Kuni, my people carry you see a prosper.
Okay, prosper, uncle.
Ivan, a car, blah, adupu, omo nipa sa eba and we say Ghana for my Jimmy Nabo.
Yaba Peda Banco, Yaba, the Omu, Nuna, Mias, and boom. Once in a while, I don't remember here.
Very good, made out and I'll let you out. I am back on the person make country. Your map and you got down there, Papa said, actually, to before about Chobama, John Dramani Mahama said, me, that idea, Katashe, one before more or Ghana, she got the brave and Kumami will lead to them. Now, Mahama, on fast, I'm go for you on the region of what I'm go for you, Kokotuma. Me, make a second time, the Mahama and Kokot.
Okay, Mahama, about fantastic, you are young.
I think I'm a constituency youth organizer, Big KT.
Very well.
And then Zuluko course, IGP. Alaska. Okay, and send me a mammy, she said, I fancy me a year Kenya. Almost can't but I buy another dress of Buddha soon. And then I Ghana for a can add OBT. Into which you just say, coming 2024 no. Ghana for Anshe Akufo-Addo any MPP Amamu Bona Omubuno or my Ghana mu na yi na ye the year 2010 ye koto aba e fa ma pa John Dramani Mahama any NDC na omaji emfi asumwe mu na ni omai apratete no ya pa Mahama e me den e me ye nie na Alaska answer we compensate bisa say ade tina ba umia e vice president but still now contest for MPP Fagbara and all resign a year
right.
All resign, let's say, Uria, or one old Sua, no, I have a fatty post now.
What is that question? Mama Banami and Shirao. Mamma way should there, Ima Edward as a mine, or say, only Ivan yet I dream back. How can Katie Hammond, a minister or my Ghana, so money is zero, sir? Remember what do? Udi ni babi akazofi.
Yeah, come on, Robert. Go for the trumba.
Okay. Kuma yanko.
Yo. Mamicha Ivan. Catch Ivan. My name is Anapa. Our friend. And come over.
Right.
Last I want to ask me, can you picture say, and my one, or movie, my ministry can I see a bomb, but you didn't know, non first can go opera. Catch your Saddam.
That's right.
Second year, was you to you. Kayanki. Now, special prosecutor, because all the 5 hours got kind of scan. And according to those, the machines 89 what kind of scan. Kings, nobody what kind of scan. Even say, 10 what kind of scanner for 5 hours, dollars, or give me the other teacher. Breaking news, remember, it is a lady say, she come for kind $175 million, 53 million Ghana cities, 75 million euros. And it is a lady say, oh, kind of money. Then all came. Some friends and news portals and publicity. I'm a public domain. I'll ask them short of Ophodia, but because you send you a full year to my baby.
All right.
But for my year to man, I mean the kitty. And at the end of the day, no, but don't not tell you quite could
Oh, Robert, Yamin MD Richard, also Alaska, also a guy, no papa, and I said, Ivan Asemna, okay, Papa Ike, how what also Alaska Michiao na Alaska uye too much. Also Alaska and net dear because I make us a kudos to Ivan. The Nichia Edema Ivan. Remember Wado?
Alaska, the air Macha. Travel and see Akachabo.
Right, Akachi. Remember your uncle?
Alaska, maybe September for me not sitting a year. Independent seats are now NPP seats.
Never told you independent, but I saw new MP before the way you do.
As I see, Oma declared to sit in the vacant.
I am Mr. Speaker, at you, uncle.
Minority. More count communal citizens to be declared independent. At that time, as you were for some or so. I don't think it's allowed to na organic for NDC ticket. Open now or carpet to another thing. See, homogeneity. If Papa prominent second deputy speaker, also one meeting immediately. To see an almost person will declare our unopposed man.
I'm winning at our Ghana ha.
Okay.
I'm winning at the Ghana ha now.
Only to parliament immediately.
Me that was immediately. Me that say, Papa. Me mawado. Hello, me mawado.
You so award headmaster, award professor, that chief president. We are seeing in our rules. I'll be filing in the name of Daddy Banua.
Okay, I will do it, but I go straight to the point. Young Cotel.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Omanu Diego. On my Ghana teacher person, Ghana need a tribune. Say MP before you Ghana, the Dutch answer. Say, your Dutch in Syria. Your fortune, Dramani Mahaman Bra. Because Mamma and our vision when it is. Just in a Mikasa, President Mama, if we go put 74 billion, let me my affair. Hospital for Mina, Katia Market, let me my Tamnatre, let me American Batch, Kapawa, as will T1, T2, T3, let me my Samaritan Hospital, let me my 670 bed medical hospital, Bank of Ghana Hospital, NCA, Accra Data Center, Digital Center. Now we are appointing the book with 750 billion. Nearly send a forty in $1 million and function passing 2 years, 2 years.
Medase, never tell me my wife, me last but one color.
No, I like good evening.
Good evening, we didn't about your Casafi.
I'm going to say about it. He's telling me.
Okay, never tell Yanko.
I thought, Papa. Now, my daughter, we are on the minute of one my minister, but to take an activity.
Right.
Alaka. The Ghana say what kind of color? Is all the ministers are all Ghana? Or they could be certain. Because you are brought the past, and you don't care what you are significantly. Never know what kind of water can. My teacher will go get penny to me, or you have to handle the next first. You do want to use 5 hours, the other Canadian. Yeah, ministers all gonna have no. The next day, one day I find a double for that. What you are friend of ministers who are journey. They won't worry, they're gonna use the ministers for. I reckon what it.
Men so me da say Ivan mami bi oso mami owo takwa osi u ho friend why. Okay, last caller. Tuba. On this note, my young rapper Ivan Yako
Alaska and uni my dear bakoso a Ghana for nyan hwe de kra. Dear see nyina no, it doesn't take us away from problems, economic problems na ye womu no. Come catch say a new version of sa ye fen saying a man for pensioner sika na ye say we new one ebeba. Maami a okofie Alaska. If you am in Ghana there, President Asenya Kuku do offer another person from outside when the woman has a deputy. I bet me pushing no to occupy the position. He's not concerned about Ghana. We see
what
yes. In the SC scandal na Babonteno, Akufo-Addo has never commented. The Okan say he believes said the woman will be cleared. So he doesn't care about this scandal. He has gone ahead to bring in another person. Abra Ghana for Kolesa Papa. Ministers no edoso. At some point in time, your friends say power minister no resign. Send the deputy ye Jinapo.
That's right.
When the deputy and all the call because you have to protect the public purse and the rate at which you use money. But let's come mpaya me want to say in the future no. Sankrofo way each and every one of them including the president no must face prosecution. Ko ese yetimi chire ni panyan samo mu say sabi o man no nampan. Ko makasa so we state now we show weakness, now we show mercy, that will be the end. Criminals will come and take advantage and just rob the country. Sana yete ho enei MPP as a political party as a vehicle no me say Ghana for the MPP as a party any asemo party no and some criminals as a hijack as a vehicle and ye dey ball man no kro no and these individuals you know, we need to purge them and punish them in such a way say omu ko ba biem asabi omu hu man sika they will run away because obeka ya abra we see ye no Nazi for no ba yom be yom Germany Adolf Hitler ni nkrofo no be di omu nsem hu nyina wie no Alaska most of them were tried in absentia no mo wu apro but ye di omu sem e convict omu saade no bi ene se de yes nkrofo we mo mu hu sabi oman no en na hokwa se ubetimi aba fun oman ni sika bra just go to Komfanoche go to Kolebu Alaska one day nyanda agena ko Kolebu wa uko Kolebu ohun surgical ward no fa wo phone ko twa building no na hwe ade a efe no Kolebu a obiti akurase na nyise Kolebu ade kakra bi no go and look at the state of the hospital and other environment na no say omo morgue and obi de babo ntem we bi na nipa de da that is the biggest hospital
in Ghana
Kolebu na sa oman no enkranketo nam traffic me there is no future so we a leader you see makase say leader bia oba leader ne de say our ideas egesika o ideas you have the vision, you have the passion, you have the determination. What you have to do is to enlist the collective energy of Obia now they are at Taiwachi. And then together now you work to achieve those things. Me say Saden and Kromabaya went to me failing at some point in time. Ko Oba no, he had all the fine ideas from America. He had the vision, he had the determination, but he couldn't.
These same people couldn't.
That's how he couldn't rally the collective energy of the entire country at the time. So all can no now be the negative energy push chain. In the end, you know, his presidency was truncated. But as a leader, no bar. That is what you do. Even the choir of us must cut across the political divide at least because without the energy, the collective positive energy of Obiano, you can do a thing. But if constantly you speak, you can't seek to divide. Among for where you are supposed to take the side of the public in ensuring say betimi closure now investigate that matter no and the president at work like among for just say yeah to why you kasa de sabi you need you waste your time because no onyan hu hwe Alaska yamfasa anchechiro man Akufo-Addo I'm worried say okotan nchen me nim the kind of legacy he will be leaving behind because oh yes who's a former president ye bold yes ya den some kayo minimum dey Ghana for the back no abra okotena dem former president
but I want them say surprisingly these 10 aspirants omo advise some be succeed na do no about 80% as several aban.
I don't make a just say these guys are not smart.
None of them to me actually and say me someone another aban I do obian to me can find the records and that of abandoned records and can believe.
Because Akufo-Addo has left a terrible legacy. Nobody want to associate himself with him. Makacha said, if you're a political strategist and you want to advise the MPP going into the 2024 election, do you know what you do? They need to bring an outsider, somebody who has no ties or connection with the filthy government. Because the MPP as a political party, as a vehicle, you know, is dirty because of the deeds of Akufo-Addo. So you need somebody who can come and wash it, and Ghanaians will accept it. So if it is the same team, the same individuals, even themselves cannot align themselves to the party need Alaska. When we are here, so Akufo-Addo few time on one trans sober reflection. No, no buno. If he doesn't take care, he will go down as the worst president Ghana has ever had.
That's right. Live on the radio out on 92.3. Aha and a Ghana Kasaha and a pimpin na masani a Tom and you answer and a Ghana for you answer. On this note, thank you for being part and part of this wonderful show. And I'll go to Asamanka say, I'll say, Hina and about NPP electing or candidates or whatever. Upon your my union, no, the baby no a Ducadaya. On Nincha, the ma Owen Kwame Friboy, K. Darling Boy, parliamentary candidate for Edinburgh Lower West Akim constituency. Maminka Tiofoso China, Obrim, our Lower West Akim Asamanka Sia, communicators a program be a course orientation. Asamanka si yenye ba ko hiem ewo ho enti bibia so ebe kama ba Asamanka si for time munhia ene Alaska de no ni team ya baba na ya baba be grace occasion na bibia so aye kama Maminda Ivan J Innocent ase sanso na Eunice na ya poku DJ Gajo DJ Crossmark ni kwe na Carriage Alovo omunyo